Welcome back. We are now in the second part of our two-segment series episode, and I have traumatized Logan and Eric thoroughly by describing some of the most horrific things in cinematic history. Again, Hereditary, see it. Just save up money for a therapist, and you'll be fine. All right. Now, is that the head sign?
Oh,
Metaphor.
Yeah.
Okay, just giving them some topical news. Now, this is a mark of genius, what I'm about to tell you. It's something that I think America's been clamoring for, and I think this will be a brilliant success, and only good things will come of this. Jared Leto will be reprising his role as the Joker in the new Zack Snyder film. No, I'm sorry, not Zack Snyder, but the new version of Suicide Squad. He will be coming back as the Joker again in the new. No, it is Zack Snyder.
It's James Gunn.
Oh, it is? Okay, I'm sorry. Then James Gunn's Suicide Squad. Jared Leto will be playing the Joker in the James Gunn Suicide Squad.
He's got a cult following, There are people that like his Joker.
No.
Not me.
No. I'm being facetious. I can see that, I guess. But how do you follow up Joaquin Phoenix? That's what I'm curious about. And obviously we all know that I'm a fan of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and of course the Christopher Nolan one with
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
I think you don't even have to be a Joaquin Phoenix fan to appreciate the acting job that he did as Joker. And Jared Leto is the same thing. Like, I think Jared Leto is a pretty okay. That's not a dig. It's just he's an okay actor, but his Joker is just so shallow. Like, it's just doesn't cut it for me. I don't know. It's not my jam.
Now, Logan, did you see the Suicide Squad?
No, I actually haven't seen Suicide Squad or Joker. So I'm out of touch on both. So the only thing I can offer for this is that at the very least, I can appreciate that there doesn't have to be another traumatized actor who's had to play that role.
Yes, keep it in the family. Yes.
They're still alive. They're still around. They're still able to play it. It's saving, one more potential actor out there.
True.
That's all I got.
True. And to Eric's point, I'm sure there are fans of it. And I try and give credit where credit's due. It was a unique take on the Joker. I think it missed the mark. Right. Right out of the gate, when you saw the Joker's tattoos, you were like, what is this gangster, chain, gold fronts? And the thing is, they never explain it. That, it's basically, he's just, this is the new Joker.
Right.
And you know what? And again, I'm going to play script doctor here. They could have said that he was in an altercation with Batman. Batman knocked out his teeth. So we got the gold caps, and then maybe show like a 5-minute montage of him coming into jail and assimilating to the jail lifestyle and getting some tats and getting, quote unquote thuggish, as opposed to, the other versions. But again, I think they edited a lot out of that anyway. And again, as we found out later on, the script only took 6 months to write. So it's probably a combination of those things that had him fall flat, and they took out a lot of his scenes as well. So, yeah. I guess that's one of the things I wanted to bring up as topical news, that Jared Leto has not hung up his purple gator skin trench coat just yet. So hopefully he has, some of that foundation makeup, and he's been doing his crunches, because that's all I remember from him. Eric, you're about to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I know it sounds like you have some interest in animation.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to mention, because it kind of came across my desk at work. So Netflix just bought this. Well, they leased a 150,000 square foot building in Burbank, basically near Disney, here in Southern California. Disney up there, that's where a lot of their animation happens. Anyway, cut to the chase. Netflix, they're going to add on a 15,000 square foot animation studio to this office space that they just leased in the Burbank area. So apparently they have a lot more plans for animation on their platform and stuff like that. I thought that might be some interesting kind of side news. That tracks, because they have like a library of anime. Not as comprehensive as Funimation with the Dragon Ball Z and all that, right.
But they have been, and they do have Netflix original animation series. I'm sure they just bought the rights to it, but they have some great animation in their library. I've been keeping an eye on some of it.
Yeah. Netflix. I mean, obviously, coming back to California after 10 years, Netflix has come a long way in that time, and I mean, they have definitely moved into this city. They are they're the new dog in town. I mean, besides Fox, CBS, ABC, all the old guard. There's a lot of Netflix square footage going around here, jobs for Netflix and stuff like that. So they're definitely moving into Hollywood.
Now I did hear, and again, this is very topical. I just found this out today, that Netflix canceled the space fiction series. What was it called, Logan? Like Going to Mars, or
that was the one with
Oh, that Space Force thing?
No. The one with what's her name?
Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah.
Karate Kid 3. A $1 Million Baby.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hilary Swank?
Yes, Hilary Swank.
Yes, Eric for the win. Yes, Hilary Swank. She plays the lead of an astronaut team going to Mars.
Oh my gosh, that first one was so great, though.
What the first season or the first episode?
Well, I mean, no, there was a movie that they did.
Oh, with
what you're talking about?
Oh no! This is a series. I think. Are you talking about The Martian with Matt Damon?
No. There was like a one-off movie with Hilary Swank. Gosh, I hope I'm not losing my marbles.
Well, no. There have been some
post-apocalyptic type movie where she was like one of the last humans on Earth, etc., etc.
Oh, you're not talking about Mother, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, I remember Mother.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Where? Yes.
Okay.
No, not that. But yeah, you're right. There, she has been. I guess the sci-fi. That was a movie. Correct. This is a series on Netflix. And Logan, what was the name of it? Did you pull that? It's like Space Force, but taken more seriously. And I guess you would call it hard science. I just learned that term recently, where it's not science fiction. It's just Away. That's completely forgettable. Yes, Hilary Swank is the leading team of astronauts that is literally going to be the first manned mission to Mars. And it's really interesting because they keep cutting back and forth to her husband and her her daughter's troubles dealing with her being gone, and there's like medical issues, and of course every single thing that can go wrong in this mission goes wrong, and how they deal with it in teamwork, yada yada yada. Well, they canceled it after the first season. I think immediately after the numbers came in on Netflix is profits and or shortfall of their projected goals.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a big fan of Netflix just because this is the new norm where we have to stream everything. So I'm really looking forward to some anime. But yeah, it's a shame because that Away series, I watched it and I liked it, and I would have, spoiler alert, they well, I'm going to spoil it. Let people enjoy it if they want to watch it. And it's a shame that it's only going to be one season of it. And so much for that. And last item before we wrap up shop here is that speaking of streaming,
mm-hmm.
the Marvel movie, the Marvel series Falcon and Winter Soldier are going to be bringing back some of the prior characters, namely Zemo. He'll be coming back, and also Agent Sharon Carter, the niece of Captain America's love interest that he also kissed, which was totally inappropriate. So those are your two news bits of the day. Binge news, and anyway, gentlemen, do you have anything else on worth mention? Any other films? I mean, we kind of did, no pun intended, to death all these horror films. So,
I saw a couple of photographs from the MI7 shoot with Tom Cruise and Haley Atwell, I believe is her name. Anyway, there was like a crushed BMW in the background, and Tom Cruise, like holding an umbrella, and a bunch of crew members in masks and stuff like that. So obviously there's not a lot of information, but it's good that at least there are some wheels of film being created now. I mean, it's just such a dark time for cinema. It's a shame.
No, it is. I mean, the creation and just the dissemination and the digestion of it. It's all ground to a halt. And
things are starting to pick up, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen a lot. Like I've seen, who is it? Stallone post a whole bunch about Samaritan getting back into production. I've seen The Rock post about, was it Red Notice or whatever, the one that he's working on right before Black Adam coming back. I know they just started back on. They finished finally the second half of the 5th season of Lucifer, and they're starting the 6th and final season. Picard is picking back up for season 2. Discovery season 4 is already starting. So things are finding ways to start getting back up to speed in this time. And as careful as they need to be, and as so much slower than they're used to, they're finding ways to make it work.
It's a horrible comparison, but I'm going to make it anyway because I dabble in the horrible. It's almost like mainstream cinema is following the model of the adult film industry, where it's everything's fine until somebody tests positive for something, and then everything's shut down.
Oh my god!
And then you just shoot at somebody else's house. And
exactly.
Oh,
you pick up and move somewhere else, or you do a green screen like most adult films are made. Because during the new Batman, didn't Robert Pattinson get the corona?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and then they shut all that down. So again, knock on wood, but it definitely is that whole model of testing, trying to, and I think also they would probably be smart to be employing that NBA model of the bubble, where it's kind of everybody's sequestered, because you can't have people just going and coming and testing and hoping that's it. There has to be some.
Yeah, but I mean, you can only trust people so much for that sort of thing, because you're relying on everybody's judgment and whatever else. If anything, I do think there is validity in calling back to the continuous testing and proving it kind of model of the porn industry, and that they're familiar with this sort of thing, and learning from experience is the best way to learn.
Exactly. And to that point of the trust model, yeah, I mean, the NFL tried it and failed it. I'm telling you, the NHL and the NBA have, I think, been the only ones that have really mastered the whole. And I don't know if it was because they did the bubble method where it's seclusion. And
fewer people. That's the name of the game, right?
Oh,
the NBA. So the players, everybody in the NBA understands that there are only 5 players who play on a basketball court for a team at a certain point in time. In other words, the number of people that are involved in that playoff structure is not that many.
Mm-hmm.
The fewer people you have, the more important it is that you remain negative. Because if you test positive, you're literally like putting your teammates' paychecks on the line, you know? And the larger the organization gets, in my opinion, the diluted that responsibility becomes.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get angry at somebody, right? Because, oh, you got coronavirus, you know, F you, you know, like that. You can't do that, but you know, you're not going to be able to do business if you got a bunch of positive people around, you know. So that's why I think it really worked for the NBA. Because the players realized if they did something wrong, then their team was not going to be on the court for a couple days or a week or whatever, and they're going to lose their momentum, you know?
No, that's an excellent point. You're right. I think it is the fewer people, the more control you can have over the interactions, the comings and goings.
Mm-hmm.
But the NFL is such a machine with so many moving parts. Not that the NBA's not, but I think you're right. It has a tighter knit association, and
I mean, it's hard for those small nonprofits to really manage that sort of a thing.
Exactly. Maybe if they get some better funding, they can start, looking after each other. I mean, literally, why don't they just keep their helmets on the entire time and put, put
masks in the helmets?
There, we just fixed it. Thank you, America.
Boom.
Yes, you're welcome, America. We just solved COVID. Everybody wear a helmet from now on. There you go. But anyway, so Logan, Eric, we both put in our last thoughts of the day. Excellent. Binge Theory audience, we appreciate you joining us in these dire times. We try and bring levity and lightness to the mood by sharing our movies, our thoughts, talking about everything, dissecting it, having all that fun. But we want you to enjoy it and be safe and be happy, be good, be kind to each other. And remember, if it's worthwhile, it's worth binging.